Hello everyone and welcome back to Diamond Paintings with me, Mike, here today. And today we are going to be doing, what in the world is, there we go. Today, oh, that is a little bit on the bright side. I might do it there, yeah. Normally I would use a brighter light, but I can pretty much, it's near enough seeable there. Now we're going to do, carrying on with Nala. Unfortunately, I still haven't been able to dedicate some time to try and find them drills. Make sure you've got a lovely refreshment, because I've just enjoyed a KFC, and to top it off, I've got a Kronenberg, so one of my favourite drinks there. But yes, the headaches have cropped back again, which is no surprise. I'm sure that light just changed. Do you know what? I'll leave it there, because yeah, the headache has cropped up again, and I've woke up this morning with my head like near enough on the mattress, so I think it is the pillows doing it. But yeah, I just I got a 10-piece bucket because I'm a big eater. And I had about 4, because you get this, there's a deal where you pay like 29 quid and you get a drink, and I was like, well, I don't really want the drink because I plan to have a pint. So yeah, so I thought, well, I'll just go for the £24 one, which was like 10 pieces of chicken with, I think it was like 4 chips. So you can, and then they, like, a thing popped up on the app saying upgrade for an extra £5, and get a drink and beans, and I was like, no. And then I did originally get the £29 one, which was it was 14 pieces of chicken, I think it was, and chips, and then you had gravy, beans, and a drink. And I thought, do you know what, should I treat myself? And I thought, yeah. And then I saw the delivery charge was near enough £5.90. So I was like, you can jog right on. I am not paying that. So then I downgraded downgraded again to the £24 and rounded it up to 30 with the £5 delivery charge. So, which is a bit naughty, really, because you would think that they'd show you the delivery charge before you go to the checkout, but no, they advertise it in such a way where you think, oh, look, £24 for that, and then, yeah, you hit with delivery charges. And I'm not a lover of paying delivery fees. I hate paying postage, I hate paying delivery fees. So, yeah, where possible, I'll try to avoid that. I mean, if I really had to pay postage, I would, but then I'd recover it again by upping the prices on things that I sell on Vinted, because obviously, I need to recover postage and shit, because obviously it's not something I like paying. But anyway, so yeah, I've just had like 4 pieces. I've still got like 5 pieces left, and I thought, well, do you know what, I'll I'll have some, save a bit, and have a nibble on them at the news. So, because I can't watch the news without like having something to eat. I don't know what it is, I just like have to have something to eat. So yeah, and yesterday I have been needing to get a new shredder for quite some time now, because I got a little wheelie bin off Temu, and because I didn't have a shredder, I had to stand there like cutting up paper like by hand with scissors and stuff, and I thought I really need a shredder, and every time I wanted to get one, oh sorry, we're out of stock. And checked it again yesterday, and they had one. They literally had one, and it was like same day delivery, and I was like, yes. Oh, so, and it's I've had many brands over the years. Rexall's quite a good brand, but this one's called Fellows, and oh wow, it is like, I plugged it in, it's got quite a deep bin on it, which is nice, and it is the most quietest machine I've ever come across. And on the box it said the power of shredding. So yeah, we'll give them a go. You are supposed to like buy shredder oil to oil them every now and then, because obviously to keep the gears going, because I'll be honest, I've probably stripped about 5 shredders where I've just like overused it, because what happens is if you keep putting the idea is you put 1 sheet in at a time. Some machines do say about 9 sheets, but I'd never like am comfortable with that. I always do the 1 sheet. Well, sometimes if you put too many sheets in, it can get blocked, and then if you try and do the reverse button, it gets all tangled and you can't get it up, and then eventually the gear will strip, and then eventually it just go round and round and round and round and round. You'll put the paper through and it's just not doing nothing, where it's the gear's broke. So yeah, I've not had a very good experience with shredders, but the amount of letters and stuff that I need to get through from, I'm probably looking at about 2022 and 2023 at the moment. Like, it's just piles and piles of magazines that I need to read, and letters from over the years that I've just, you know, pushed aside and can't be bothered to read. And I'm slowly catching up. I found a bill the other day for 70 quid, so I totally forgot about that, and got straight on the phone and paid that for them, so they're happy now. But it's quite surprising, because I thought I paid it, and yeah, I must have forgot. So I don't intentionally forget, I just sometimes I put it down and then I think, oh fudge cake, I forgot to pay that, you know. So if I've missed a payment, I'll always like make it up where I can, or pay it like the next time. But yeah, sometimes I forget, and then they're like, we haven't had a payment for your account, please make a payment. And I'm like, oh. No one likes paying bills, and I'm sometimes really naughty, because what I'll do, like if I really want something and a bill comes up, I tend to like just like buy the thing that I want, and then what I do is obviously I have to make it up next month, and then obviously go without paintings. But yeah, so anyway, I was browsing around on Argos and found one. So that was on the same, did my jewel just fall off? Yeah, see, I've got good eyesight here, I can see it from a mile away. But yeah, they actually say that if you eat carrots you can see in the dark, but I think that's just a myth. But yeah, I actually was browsing around on Argos because I just got in from work, didn't really fancy going back out again and lugging it all the way back from Argos in Braintree. We have got an Argos here, and it's quite strange because it used to be on the same road where Causeway House is, and Causeway House is the council offices. And for some apparent reason they were there for many years, and then all of a sudden they moved from that store and moved it into the Sainsbury's. So it's like a Sainsbury's and an Argos. Whether it was due to ground rent or, you know, constant fees and stuff, I don't know. But what was quite strange is that I ordered it online, and I wanted this other laptop, but bloody laptop, oh my god, I wanted this other shredder, but it was out of stock. And you can do a thing which is where you put your postcode in and they check to see if it's in stock. And everyone I wanted, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And then this fellow's one came up and it said order now for same day delivery. So I had to order within the next 30 minutes to get it here for, you have to order by 5, and then it comes like between 6 and 10 or 7 and 10. But what I couldn't understand was something else I ordered. I did click and collect the previous day because I needed to go and get something. But for some apparent reason, I did click and collect, but it said you won't be able to collect. And I ordered this about 1 o'clock, right? And they said you can't collect it until 4 p.m. I don't understand that. Like, if it's in the shop, then why can't you collect it? And then when I went in to collect it, he like literally got it off the shelf from out the back. So I was like, why in the world do I have to wait till 4 o'clock? Like, I'm not one for waiting. I hate waiting for things. I'm a very impatient person. And yeah, I think what probably happened is they basically, when people order, perhaps it has to come down from another store that's close by, or maybe they've got the stock in Chelmsford and then they travel it over, like bring it over, and then they need, I don't know, a bit of time to sort it out and arrange it for everyone. And then it said you want like insurance and protection. Like even when you go and pick it up, I clicked no on online, but even when you go in, they ask you again, do you want insurance and protection and stuff, like in case it breaks down and bring it back? And I was like, no, like I don't actually like know why you need it. It was literally like a laminator, because I like to laminate pictures of my dog Molly. And if you've never seen her, there's me, my whacking great big head with Molly. So can you see this was originally paper, and you see it's all like laminated now, because I mean laminating is very sort of old-fashioned these days, but I love to laminate photos of Molly and put them on the wall, because Molly lives at my mum's, so it's just nice to have a picture on my desk while I'm painting away. I can go, hey Molly, and she's on the wall, and I can think about her and, you know, wonder what she's been doing today. And knowing Molly, she's probably sleeping on the couch. She's always sleeping. So what is it with dogs? Like they always sleep. Like, does your dog, or if anyone else has a dog, I know Tiger Lily Beck's, she did have 2 pugs, but unfortunately I think it was Harry passed away, because there's Harry and Ruby. And yeah, I know, I think Ellie does as well. That's later retired Granny's dog. So yeah. But yeah, so I've got a nice shredder now, and oh my god, the satisfaction of seeing the paper go down the shredder and get crossed up. Because my mum got a shredder, and she got the wrong one. You know, the one where it just cuts in strips. I don't like them shredders. I like cross cut, which is where they cut down in a strip and then cross it across. So like the strip's going down, so they cut it in a strip and then it cuts across that way as well. So like standing there by hand cutting it up is not, like, it's so time consuming. But you know, I like to shred paper. So but yeah, my mum normally uses it for Bellamina. Bellamina. Oh, I've just noticed we've got a bit of this eye up here, so that must be like a shadowing or something. We'll do that now. But Bellamina is the bunny rabbit that is my sister's. And sometimes we use it for like bedding and stuff if we haven't got... I always get confused whether straw or hay. They both sound the same thing to me, but... It's funny because when you're eating Weetabix and you like mash it all up, my nan always mashes it up, and it's like eating straw. Like, it's so funny. But oh my god, like, no, that's not Weetabix, is it? Weetabix is where you put sugar on it. I love Weetabix. What's the one that, oh, what is it? Shredded wheat, that's what I'm thinking of. And I've tried shredded wheat and it's bloody shit. To say frank, there is no taste whatsoever. So yeah, I do not like shredded wheat, that is for certain, huh? So yeah, I tried it, didn't really like it, and I tried putting sugar on it and it just tasted even worse. Now putting Weetabix, oh mamma mia. Like, I used to always have Weetabix with plenty of sugar, but I had to stop doing it because, like, the amount of sugar I was, like, having was not good. You can put anything with that. Like, some of my friends put blueberries, bananas, banana! You know, in the Minions where they go, banana! You know, let me have a look. So, cherries? No. Strawberries, that's what I'm thinking of. Strawberries, banana, blueberries. You can probably put anything you want, I suppose, within reason. I mean, obviously, you're not going to put chocolate in there, but I'll tell you what I do like as well. I don't know how the hell we've got onto talking about bloody cereal. But you know, the little mini Weetabix with the chocolate chips in. Oh, yeah, man. And I love Golden Nuggets, and I love... Cookie Crisp. That's really, really good one. But I'm not really a cereal person. Like, I don't really buy it. I really need to change my breakfast habit, because like I always wake up to custard creams and coffee. So I used to buy rich tea, but again, they're boring as hell. Like, I used to buy rich tea, but they're just like plain boring, no taste. Whereas a custard cream, you've got all that lovely vanilla cream centre of it, you know. So yes, you know, for the whole of September, I've literally painted. I started painting yesterday, which was the 9th or the 8th. No, it can't be. I don't know what day it is today. I switch Alexa off when I'm not using it in here. So I'll just power it up. But I can't remember what day it was. But the first week, I really haven't sort of diamond painted, because it's mainly all done. Now, I do want to discuss something that Hannah brought up. On the Finding Nemo card, Hannah mentioned that have I not done stage 1. Now, I don't know what's happened, but I've looked over all the footage for that, and I've got videos behind that one that is linked to that video, and I can't find it anywhere. So what I think I've done, and I've checked OneDrive, because I always make like a backup copy, just in case like it encodes wrong or stuff, and looked on there, I cannot find it. So I don't know what the hell I've done with it. I think what's happened is I filmed it and I've accidentally like deleted it to free up space for the next video, and thought that I've uploaded it, and I haven't, and that's why you can't see stage 1. And I was really thinking about this, and I was looking everywhere on my playlist for it, and I couldn't find it. So I was actually thinking, oh my god, like, should I scrap the whole video and just like scrap the series of that card and rebuy it? And I thought, do you know what, we've got all the videos there for that, we'll just continue with this one. It's around here somewhere. It's just a shame that we've lost the footage for stage 1, because I don't know where the hell I don't even know what I've done with it. If I come across that, because I've made another cock up as well. You know, I said that the pink birds that we did, which were these ones, you may have noticed that up here, I didn't film, you didn't see, I think it was this block here and that block. That's because the video was having a few technical issues, because it kept saying processing abandoned, and I don't know what that means. I am aware that you've not seen that stage, so when we do the bird theme again, which I'm not entirely sure when that'll be yet, then I will air that for you. And yes, I have cut off the border. I only keep the washi tape on there as, you know, a temporary thing, because really the washi tape is there to stop dust forming on the edges. When I very first started off diamond painting, I never really used washi tape. You know, I think diamond painting, as you progress over the years, you're always upgrading. That's the thing with this hobby, is that you're always finding new things to buy and stuff. So that's a good sign, because we can actually offload this now. So I'll get that all bagged up. I'm going to have a little bit of my beer. Wow, nothing better than a nice cold pint. So let's have a look and see what we can do now. We've got C. Is that C? That must be that bit then. Okay, interesting. Okay, what's going wrong here? Look, C and C. Unless that's L and that's C, but let's just have a quick look here. Yeah, L. My handwriting's terrible. C. Where's C then? Oh, that must have been the ear. So if that's the case, we can offload that then. Yeah, there's not much C cropping up, is there? Fabulous. Okay, let's have a look at this one. That is B. That's a green. I really want to try and focus on Nala and Simba here, but I don't think we've got the colours. So what we'll do is, I haven't got no bags in here, they're in the other room, and I can't be asked to get up at this moment to go and get them. So whoops, sorry. Yeah, the colour is here. This is 15 and that's F, which would be Simba. So I'll keep that up for... No, ignore that. I've just found a tray. So what we'll do is we'll keep that up and get this F in. So, brilliant. So this is 15 and this is a 3852. So what I'll do is I won't tip them all out so that we know what that one is. I don't tend to put stickers in these round ones because it's a very crap tray. I don't like these trays. I mean, it is a bit of an awful tray, isn't it? Because where you've got like these little spout bits to pour in the bag, these, if you were to pour it in the bag, it'd probably go everywhere, which is why I use a funnel. This you can get on Temu. It's basically like a collapsible funnel. So like when you like bagging up or putting your jewels in your containers, you can just push it up. And then for trays that don't have that spout, you can just tip in there and it goes through the chute into the bag, you know? So yeah, brilliant. Now, I'm not sure when this video is going up because I'm filming this on Thursday the 5th. That's what the day is. So I'm trying to figure out when this... I'm not sure what day of the week this will go on next week. Because Saturdays and Sundays will be back to no filming. I only put them on if we're getting like up to the end of the month. And we, you know, I really want to get it finished, you know. So yeah, I've got to sort out when this is gonna go up, but I'm not really a fan of 20x30s, but again, it's the only one they had. So I have seen a few paintings where, you know, on this branch I was telling you about, where you've got Timon, Pumbaa, Simba, and I have seen ones like that. I have actually got another one with Mufasa and what's Nala's mum's name? Alexa, what is Mufasa's wife's name in The Lion King?
Here is an answer from an Alexa Answers contributor that I translated. Mufasa's wife in The Lion King is called Sarabi.
Ah, yes, Sarabi. Alexa, stop. So yeah, I have seen Mufasa and Sarabi with Rafiki the monkey holding up Simba on Pride Rock. So I will probably dig that out, and I believe that's a square drill. Yes. What I'll do is for the next whip and chat, I'll dig that out, because that one's a fairly oldish painting. As you know, I'm a round diamond painter. I don't do square drills very often. When I'm shopping, I don't care if it's round, squares, I go by the picture. And I occasionally I'll look at the size, but if I like the picture, I don't care what size it is, I want it, you know? So there was a, did I tell you the story about my brother who cut off Mufasa's hair? Well, I think it was Simba, but basically years and years ago when I was about, what, 10, I had this water bottle and it was of The Lion King. So it was like fur, like, you had like this pouch, very similar to like a kangaroo's pouch, but the pouch was where the water bottle slid in and slid out, and then you'd cover the back with Velcro. Well, one day I came in from school and I weren't happy at the time, but you know, when you hear the story, it's funny, isn't it? Well, apparently, I went over to my water bottle because I very rarely used it as a water bottle. I like to use it as like an ornament and would hang it on the edge of the radiator when it weren't on. And I like to use it as an ornament and would hang it up, you know. Very rarely used it as a water bottle. And one day I came in and I always, you know, used to like look over the, you know, Simba when I'm watching TV. And back then I had a TV, a whacking great big bulky thing. But you know the wall brackets where they're not like where the TV's here and it's fixed to the TV. It's like the TV sits on a bracket that slides around. Well, I slid it round and my water bottle fell on the floor. This was the Simba water bottle. And something didn't look right. And I looked again and all the hair was cut off Like, I'm not even joking. He had about that much hair left. And I was so upset. Like, my mum was laughing and she said, I'm really sorry your brother's cut it off. And I was like, why? And a few weeks later, I came in to go on my PlayStation. And back then, it was like something like PS1. And I couldn't work out why it weren't turning on. Can you see where I'm going on this? Well, went onto it, didn't work. So I thought maybe it's the batteries, you know, because you could get, my dad found a way of getting remote wireless controls for it, but then having said that, I think that was PS2. So then I thought, I wonder if it's the plug not been switched on or not put in the wall. And next thing I know, got the end of the plug and the plug was cut in half. And my mum was not happy and obviously told him off. And then, like, one day I came in from school and there was a package on the bed and I was like, what's that? And then my mum called my brother and I must have gone downstairs to get something and came back and she said, go give that to Michael. And yeah, he was basically giving me a new wire for my PS2. So back then, I mean, I don't know, it wasn't like an anger thing. Like, he wasn't angry with me. He just, like, found it, like, I don't know, probably got hold of scissors and just, like, went round cutting things in half. So it is funny now, you know, when you look back on it, but it weren't funny at the time, believe you me. Like, me and my dad used to sing SingStar, and SingStar's like a PS2 game where you get microphones and you sing, but as you're singing, it's scoring points and stuff. So, like, if you was to go la 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 and hold that la, the bar would move up. So where it would be like there, but if you went la, you see what I mean? So, it would go high on the bar, and then obviously that's how you moved, like, made points. But by God, it was not funny. But I very sort of like grew out of PS2, and I sort of grew out of Xbox. Didn't really have an Xbox for that long. I'm not really like someone who can sit there and play games all day. Like, I don't know how people do it. Like, it's like Tessa, she has a PS2 and she can be on it for hours. Like, I've done that before and I got very bored of it. So in the end, I sold it. Which, looking back now, I sort of regret because, like, number one, what made it worse was it was a present. And my mum basically searched everywhere for this Xbox One. And I didn't like it because I opened it up and saw scratches on it, so I knew it was like secondhand. And as a rule, I don't buy secondhand stuff, especially like electronics and stuff. And I sold it, and I did ask if it was okay to sell it first, and she was like, but I looked everywhere for that. Like, me and your auntie went everywhere, and I was like, she goes, it's up to you. And at the time, I needed the money for something, and I really regretted selling it in the end. But, you know, if it weren't a present, then it probably wouldn't have been so bad. But because it was like a present gifted to me, like, I try not to think about it too much because, like, I really, really regret selling it now. But that's what you do when you need, a bit of cash and stuff, if you need some extra cash for things. So it's like Vinted. Like, I love selling because any extra cash I make, I can put into and invest into diamond painting, you know. But yeah, I love packing them as well. Like, I get a lot of feedback about my packing. Everyone's like, oh, it's like opening a Christmas present, beautifully wrapped. And that's the thing, like, you don't just want to shove it in a bag. You want it to be presentable. You want the person to open it and feel like, oh, this is a great product, you know. So yeah, I'm supposed to be doing an unboxing, completions video today, but it's 6 o'clock, so we're running out of daylight, so I'm not sure if we'll get that done. But I did bring over, you know, I said this clamp's got a problem with it. Well, I don't know how it does it, because when in here I can get it to stick there. But when I unscrew it and try to screw it on the kitchen work side, it like the pole will go up through. So imagine that's the bracket. The pole will go up, slide back down, go up, slide back down, because the thread's gone on it. But I screw it to this and it just stays there. I don't know how it does it. But it's sort of like, as I screw it in, I have to like angle it to get it to lock. Because remember, if the thread is just like going up and down and sliding, the trick to it is just tilt it slightly and it will jam it. So I already bought a new one for over my office, and I used the old clamp because I had an old one, and bring that over here. So yeah, so I'm going to use that for the kitchen, and then it means we can do some lives in there when daytime's finished, sort of thing, because this room is shit for lighting. It really, really is. It's terrible. Absolute terrible. Which is why I try and do all the filming before daylight ends, you know. So it's harder on weekdays because like I only get like an hour to film, because like I've come in, got to have dinner, get back up for work. But on weekends I can just like have a good full day of it, you know. But this week it's Nanny McPhee and the Big Bang. I've been wanting to watch it for a few weeks, but it's just been so busy. I mean, last week I was over at my brother's, over at my relatives trying to sort out something, and ended up, we had to get this shed, and you'll hear more about that on another Whip and Chat, probably the previous one to this. And yeah, it was just like, what film do I watch? And then I chose to watch E.T. in the end, and it's sad when you see him die, but he does come back to life. And he's like, it's funny because when he comes back to life, he's like, "Itty for home, you know. And then the boy is like going, "Shut up," you know, and he zips him back in this thing, and he's going like, "Itty for," you know. And then it's nice because the spaceship comes back, and you see his little relative come out, and they pick him up. But I wonder how, you know, because I've noticed that when they're all together, their hearts all light up, didn't they? But I wonder if he was like sending some sort of signal or something, because I don't recall his heart ever lighting up until after he woke up from the dead, if you get me. Right, so I've got a bit down here to do, and then do that, and that one's that done. So got a bit of cellophane there, so wow, so that's 2 colours now, completely like all done. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got a bit of a problem here now, because we've got ASE, Wally, where he goes, Wally will go to Eve, and she'll go, it's funny in that film where Wally, the little robot, goes to Eve and he goes, "Eve," and then she goes, "Wally." Yeah, it's a good film, that. I'm still thinking about buying that up painting, but as I say, Tessa done that, and oh man, the colour changes, like, it was giving me like a nervous wreck. I don't think I could do that. But that's the thing, don't ponder on it. Just, if you want to get the painting, get the painting. Because if you keep saying I'm not going to get the painting, you'll never get the painting. So yeah. Well, that's looking quite nice, isn't it? So yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is it's a bit overcast in this room, and if I put the light on, it's not going to make an awful lot of difference. So what I'm going to do is, I think we'll stop that session there today. I know it's a short one at 34 minutes, but I really feel like there's no point in going with the green. We have got that here, but I feel like we need to really focus on these two first, get them completed, then tackle the foliage behind. Now that we've freed up 2 colours, it means I can bring in these colours here, so I will do that for next time. Obviously, if it was a lot brighter, then we'll do more, but don't be, if you are in the UK, don't forget that we will be changing our clocks back. I think it's the end of October. Alexa, when do the clocks change back?
This might answer your question. In the United Kingdom, British summer time started on the 31st of March 2024 at 1 a.m. and will end on the 27th of October 2024 at 2 a.m.
Yeah, so we push the clocks back at 2 p.m. So you will notice over the next couple of weeks that where it gets like daylight till 6, it will start getting like daylight till 5, and it starts to creep back, you know. So yeah, Alexa's playing noises for some reason, but look at that, you've really got the Simba colour, haven't you? And look, this is a statue. See, I'm terrible for remembering things because I still haven't finished this. I bought this from the works, and you can see this on my craft channel, Craftsman Mike. I still need to finish that. The reason I stopped is because I ran out of paint, but I need to take a closer look at the film because obviously he is wrong because he's got black ears, as you can see. So I need to go back over that. That's quite easy. I can go over that with a, you know, a black and sort that out. I won't need to take the yellow off because I think that will cover that. A couple of coats should cover that. If not, then I'll scrub it off somehow. But yeah, as you can see, I'm a massive fan of The Lion King. So yes, that's something that we need to get back up and running on, getting that painted up and stuff, you know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to try and find this for you. I think I said it was on Temu, weren't it? And as you can see, I'm just looking in the camera here. It does look like this is shadowing. It's coming out beautifully on this yellow here. So I think this is going to turn out great. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tap that good old notification bell. And we will see you again soon for another video. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.